Hello classmates, this is Tina Gote. This is for Practicum 2. I'm doing my lesson demonstration for Professor Kelly, Dr. Kelly Roy. My lesson, the name of it is Adopt a Tree, inspired by CPALM's contributor Joanne Walker. It's something that I thoroughly enjoy, especially when it comes to like keeping journals and actually tracking the progress. It's very exciting. So I would begin with the students by introducing the Adopt a Tree science observation project and let them know that, we're going to be spending some time outdoors. We're going to keep a journal. It's going to go on for anywhere from 8 weeks through the school year. It really depends on how successful and how well we move along as a team. And if you enjoy it, we can extend it a little bit longer. So we're going to use our journals and our notebooks to maintain our notes because when we make observations, when we go outside, we want to make sure that we keep track of those things in an organized way, and we can go back and look at them and make observations or make come up with theories, but that'll all come later on down the line. So we're going to go outside and on a nature walk. And you'll have the opportunity to draw a picture of a tree. We're going to select one as a group. We're going to walk through our outdoor space at school, and we're going to adopt a tree, and we'll name it by the end of the day. Remember that when we do step outside, I want to just refresh before we do walk out. We have to go over our senses. So this is some of the images, from our previous lessons. We had a lot of success, and we want to continue to do that. Some of the tools we've already spoke to you. Each of you have your own Ziploc bag. Each of you will make sure you bring at least 2 pencils and a note, your journal, your science journal today. Keep in mind, we have our 5 senses. There are, raise your hand if you know the answer. Yep, perfect. You have to see with your eyes, you listen with your ears. What else do? We touch. We're going to have an opportunity to touch things outside, but make sure that we don't put anything in our mouth. It's very important that we don't do that. So we're not going to use taste today. So thank you for mentioning that. So I'm going to ask everyone to please line up. I'm going to have group 1 come with me. Grab your things and we will line up. Don't forget to push in your chair so we can walk safely out. We're going to walk nice and quietly as we transition outside. So here we are on a nature walk. We're walking outdoors. We get to see all of the different life that's out here. We have plants. You see flowers. You see the big tree. Do you see anything else on the tree? Do you see anything lower? Let's look at our feet. What do we see at the bottom of the tree? Let's make all of these observations. So I'm going to ask you guys some questions. What do you see? Now that we've selected the tree that we'd like to write about and follow throughout the year, tell me, what do you see? Think about what you see. What are you hearing? What do you feel? Now, everybody pick up something that you can see. What do you have? Oh, you chose a leaf? That's fantastic. Go ahead and put your leaf inside. We're going to use that later on to remind us about our tree. Oh, you chose a twig? That's fantastic. Oh, you want to bring some dirt? Okay, good thing I brought a shovel for you. Let's go ahead and put that inside of your Ziploc bag. Remember, we're not putting anything in our mouth. Okay? So what parts of the tree? So I'm going to show you a picture of our tree. Let's take a picture really quick before, and let's everybody group together now that we've chosen our tree. And then we're going to go ahead and look around and let's make some observations very specifically. This time we're going to use our eyes to make observations. What part of the tree do you think this is? And what part is that up there? It's green. And then let's look at the floor. What do you see around the tree on the floor? Under your feet, well, there's dirt, there's twigs, there's roots. So this is the picture of some of the things that we're going to look at. So we have the leaves, we have twigs, we have branches, we have the trunk. Oh, and our special tree happens to be an orange tree. So that's the fruit of the tree. So we're going to make sure we include that in our pictures, okay? So now I would like you guys to go ahead and take your journals. Feel free to have a seat wherever you like. You can stand or we can sit. There's a bench over here. And let's go ahead and draw the picture of our tree. And then we'll label it together. Okay, this is my tree. Do you see it? Okay, what do we have at the top of the tree? The leaves. Perfect. And when we go down, what else do you see? What's the brown stuff? The brown that stands out like this. Oh, those are branches, absolutely. And at the ends of the branches, what do you see hanging down? The oranges, right? Aren't those exciting? That's called the fruit of the tree. And then let's keep going down. Let's follow the tree down. And when we touch it, when I get down to the bottom, I see these little lines. Do you guys see this? Come over here. Let's go check it out. What do you guys see? Wow, it's covered with dirt, right? And they go deep into the ground. These are called the roots. Okay, do you guys see that? Everybody touch it a little bit. You see it? Fantastic. So, okay, so when you finish, please share with me the picture. Let's take about 5 to 10 minutes to go ahead and draw the picture of your tree. We can finish labeling it inside if you like, but just go ahead and take a few minutes to draw the picture. And when you're done, feel free to show me. And this would be a good opportunity to then touch base with different students and emphasize the different skills that they need, that you would like them to develop. So then you transition by having them actually line up. Sorry, I went too far back. So they're going to line up, and as they show you, you're going to have them wash their hands before going back inside, because once you're outdoors, it's very important that we maintain sanitary things. We don't want any contaminants to enter into our environment, our classroom environment. So then we have, this will actually, this will take anywhere, the whole lesson will take anywhere from, I would say the minimum is 30 minutes and it can go up to about an hour. Okay, so you're going to have the children line up, they wash their hands, and then you enter inside the classroom. You let them sit down, maybe take a little bit of water, and have them go ahead and sit down at their table with their journals open. And then we finish labeling the tree together with words, introducing the new vocabulary words. In addition to then transition out of the activity and to make it exciting, we're going to name the tree together as a group, but we're going to do it in a way that you're not picking one person over the other. It's going to be completely random. They write down the name. They can tell me it if depending on the age, and then we'll add it to the hat. It doesn't really matter who wrote it, so they don't have to write their name. It's just the name that they would like to name the tree. So whatever that is, and then at the end of the lesson, you go ahead and pick it out. They label the tree. Perfect. We close the journals and we collect them and we hold them for the next activity. So I think I've covered it all. The assessment in their notebooks shows what they've learned. It's basically to make sure that they have a clear understanding. So it's important to stretch out the vocabulary words a little bit longer, let them see, let them touch, and ensure that they fully understand that these are the parts of the tree. Now, this is not the only aspect of this activity. Then one of the next steps would be is maybe teach the water cycle, to maybe teach, to further and teach them about how to make scientific observations, depending on the type of year. When if you're doing it in the fall, then you might get to see the leaves coming down, or if you're doing it in the spring, you get to observe more flowers blooming and things like that. But it's all tailored into an 8-week cycle of activities. And again, you can do it as short or as big as you need it to be, depending on the age and abilities of your students. And that's it. That concludes my activity. We've transitioned out. We've selected the name of our tree. And we're very excited to share everything that we learned in a conclusion of the activity with our families when we're done. Have a great day.